Hello, welcome to another video. We're back at the Wembley job. If you remember, on Good Friday we did some renovation work, so today we're going to be catching up with how things have been going. But let's first cast our mind back to what we were doing. Well, if you remember, we scalped the lawn with the Rotary and then went over with the Alex Sterling, making it even shorter. You can see the difference between the two cuts. So after we'd finished with the cutting, we swapped the cartridge over to the scarifying cartridge for two reasons. One, to scarify the lawn, just removing all the thatch off the surface. There won't be much because it's a new lawn. But secondly, more importantly, it was to remove all the sycamore seedlings that had sprouted. Then we got the eBay tool out, the best tool that I've ever bought for 20 odd quid. Just get some nice holes in the lawn there for the seed to fall into. And then once we cover these over with the field compost number 5 in this case, the seed will get off to a good start. As you'll see later in the video, it looks really good. So once we'd finished with the seed slatter, it was time to go on with our dwarf ryegrass, the extreme seed. And then we spray finally the wetting agent on top to soften the seed to allow quicker germination. And then we go over with the field compost number 5 to level it. And then once we'd finished with the field compost number 5 levelling off, we got our fleece out, which I bought off the garden shop off eBay, using the ground staples from Toolstation. So covering that over, making sure you stick plenty in, because if it's windy it has a tendency to blow away. And then finally, once the fleece is down, we go over and spray the wetting agent on top. Final dose of that, this just helps water penetrate through easier. Okay, so we're going to join it now on Thursday the 11th of April, just under 2 weeks since we did the renovations, and we're going to take the covers off. And wow, look at that, nice and green, plenty of seed coming through. Let's have a closer look. Alright, so let's have a close look. Here, where the tree drips all the time, not doing great, but everywhere else is looking smart. If we just have a look close up, I'll show you with plenty of seed coming through now. See all the red shoots with the red base and then the green tip. That's what we're after. We don't want to take the covers off and see a full lawn, because we need all these seeds to grow into a full plant, and that's what's going to give us our lawn, not throwing hundreds of seeds down and taking the covers off and it being green and lush and full of seed, because you're just going to get disease once it matures into a full plant. So what we're going to do now, we'll get the Rotary out, give it a cut, and then we'll go on with Sopro, Stella, Orbit and Grace. That's all we need to do. Rocking.
Welcome to Luxury Rattan Direct. Come and see our large range of quality garden furniture here in Bamber Bridge, Preston, or buy direct from our website with prices to suit everyone's budget and sizes to suit everyone's garden. luxuryrattandirect.co.uk. Shopping for garden furniture has never been so easy.
So we're just getting the hater out, and we're just giving the lawn a cut on number 3 today. We don't want to take too much off, that's not what we do here. We're just taking the tips off just to give it the signal that it's been cut, so it can start to thicken up. Okay, so that's looking really nice. Lots of coverage, but not too much. So you must get the sun at this time of the day. So it's just getting towards midday. It gets a little bit of sun. As it swings round, it doesn't really get much, especially in the summer, because we've got leaves on the trees, and that's why I've probably not seen the sun on the lawn yet, because I've never been here at this time to do stuff like this. We started in May, didn't we, when all the leaves were on the trees, so it was always in the shade. So it's good that it's getting some sun now. Doesn't give us sun, the plant doesn't use the sun for its own sugars. At this point, we're just using the sun for the heat to warm the soil, which is going to get that seed off. But as far as the plant photosynthesizing, it's not going to happen yet until it gets to second leaf stage. But by the time we put the products on, and that's what we're doing, that's what all the products do, Stella, Sopro, Grace and Orbit, they help it get to second leaf stage quicker, get the roots down better. If we can do all those things, we're going to have a nice lawn. So let's go and get that on now, and then that's this visit done. Okay, so we're just spraying Sopro, Stella Bio Boost, Grace and Orbit. We're not forcing it. We don't want to force upon. Everything we do now is just to get the plant off to a great start. Okay, so we're back Thursday, 18th of April. looking really good. The products that we put on last week have really kicked in. Most notably the Orbit, you can just tell that that has given us some food because it's the plant's preferred source straight away. We're just cutting it with the Rotary and then giving it a little treat with the cylinder. Can you see the difference in the stripes? That cylinder really makes them ping. And what we're going to do now is we're going to get on there with some Equilibrium granular fertiliser. This is an 1855 NPK fertiliser with micorrhizae and calcium in there for them roots. So just getting that on. Just got on at number 29 on the spreader. And look at this, thickening up nicely. Lovely colour. So in a couple of weeks, this is going to be looking fantastic. So we'll see you there.